So in this video, I'm gonna share with you how to take the emotions out of selling your home. Now, I honestly think that there is no object, there is no thing in the world that is more personal to you than your home. So this is almost impossible, I would say. And as a real estate agent myself, I'm very aware that no matter what, this is going to be a very emotional process. The only time it's really not, I guess, is if you don't live in the home personally, where it's either an investment property or another family member lives in it or something like that, where you don't have any sentimental attachment to the home. Now, that's the only scenario where this video really doesn't apply to you. But if you lived in a home and you're selling a home that you loved, it's gonna be emotional. I get it. And I'm very empathetic to my clients about this because I understand. Trust me, everybody has a home because everybody has a home at some point in their life that they love. I'm gonna warn you in advance, this is not going to be easy, but it can be done. And I can share with you some ways to make this easier when you do this. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dive a little bit deeper with you because I want you to really ask yourself, you're watching this video if you're thinking of selling or you're currently about to sell your home, but I want you to take a step back and really ask yourself, do you actually want to sell your home? Is the reason why it's a little bit of an emotional process right now because deep down, you actually don't want to sell it. That very well may be the case, and it is completely okay. And also, any real estate agent that tells you that it's not okay is not a good real estate agent and should be fired immediately, because an agent should never make you feel like you are in the wrong for not wanting to sell your home. It's not always about the money. It's about you loving the home, loving your life, where it is. So when watching this video, that's the first thing I want you to do. I want you to ask yourself, do you actually really want to sell it? And like I said, if the answer is no, stop watching this video, take your home off the market, or stop the plans to selling and just stay there. Don't leave, because my job is done. I want to help you figure out if you want to actually stay here. So now let's pretend you answer yes, and you're like, I do actually want to sell my home. It's gonna be hard, but I do want to move on to that next chapter of my life. So my first job is done now because I did want to make sure that you actually did really want to sell your home. So moving on from there, how do you still make it less of an emotional process? So I mentioned the next chapter. Now I want you to really get excited about this next chapter of your life. Are you downsizing? Are you moving to a different location? Are you moving in with different family members? Like, what's happening here? I want you to get really excited about it, because I think that getting excited about where you're going really helps you work through this process of selling this home that you currently love. I know that anytime that I've personally ever moved in my life, this has really helped me make that adjustment. And I really think this goes for everybody. When I see a homeowner get really emotional about the process or kind of hesitant about the process, it's typically because they're not excited about their next move. They're dreading it, they're scared about it, and they don't know what to do. And they're kind of sabotaging their own results. So after answering if you actually want to sell, your next step is get really excited about what's happening next, because you should be excited. If you're not excited, maybe it's not the right move for you, or maybe you have to face something in your life that's happening. Now, after both those steps, the third step is going to be to remove yourself from showings, remove yourself from open houses. Do not be there. Do not be involved in the process. Now, I do have to say, as a real estate agent, I always don't recommend seller clients to be there during any buyer showings or an open house. I don't recommend it at all, because to be honest, buyers don't want to meet the current seller of the home. They really don't. Buyers want to pretend like no one has ever lived there before and it's brand new property, even though they know it's not. So I always say, just don't be present for the buyer's sake, but more importantly, for your sake. So I don't want you to be emotionally involved in seeing these other people coming through your home and being like, oh my God, I don't want to give up my home. That's hard on you. So I just say, skip it. Make sure you're not around when these buyers are coming through the home, and just do something else to focus on yourself and the next part of your life. So basically, that's 3 different steps to how to take the emotions out of selling your home. And like I said before in the beginning of this video, it's not easy. There is no perfect way to just snap a finger and take the emotions out of it. It just doesn't happen to anybody. And as a real estate agent, I see all different types of scenarios for why people are moving, and I see all different types of emotions come out of people when they're moving. And I get it. I want you to really understand that I truly get it. I hope this helped you figure out how to take the emotional side out of selling. And like I said, it's really hard, but it's not impossible. So I want you to be hopeful. So I would love to know, have you ever been really emotional when selling a home? I think that you guys sharing your experiences really just helps other people in the community. And as always, I just love hearing from you guys.